Oh, hi. You caught me while I was a little bit in medias res here. I was doing some off-camera grinding because goodness knows this game probably needs a lot of it in order for you to get very far forward. And here is this guy. This is the last Kalma that is in Barren Earth 1. So why don't we go ahead and we fight this, and we will finish out the rest of Barren Earth 1, and then we will go back. Because you see, I'm not 100% ready, I don't feel, for doing that last advancement test just yet. Also, in that I don't quite have another beast ready to fit in the grid. So, why don't we get into a fight, you know? Oh man, that's pretty grody of a laugh sound there. Also, I just whacked my pop filter. The pop filter that I don't think really even works. Look at this ugly tree. Also, you'll see a little bit of some of the off-camera work that I've done already. Oh man, that move. For some reason, that just sticks very strongly in the mind. And I cannot necessarily tell you why, but here we are. But we upgrade our barrier spell to Barradia, which is a little interesting because we still can't get a final form after this fourth merge, so you'll see some stuff in a bit where I get into more about that. This setup here still not being 100% ideal for what we would like, but it will do for the time being. Also, yeah, look at this thing being a bit of a damage sponge for... Once you start getting into the A-rank Kalma, they definitely last a good long time. They are not exactly spongy. Well, not in that sense, anyway. I've used the term damage sponge earlier, and I just said, oh, they're not spongy. Well, it's almost a little bit backwards there. So apparently showing this guy the Earth side really cheeses him off. Or it off, I suppose. Could be her off, I don't particularly know. But I'm kind of confused as to why that. Is it just because the Earth side is generally that vulnerable, and we're like, hey, yeah, here's this for you to try to chew on a little bit. At level 4, we should at least be getting pretty close to evolving pretty soon, but again, that remains to be seen. I would like to at least get Slugger to evolve one time before we take on that advancement test. And even then, I'd have to see what I can stick into slot 7. Where we finally are allowed to have a team larger than a Pokemon team, right? Am I right? It's a monster catching game. It must be a Pokemon clone. I would describe this much more closely as being more related to the Shin Megami Tensei type of games than to Pokemon. Maybe just because it has a storyline that is a lot darker than a Pokemon game's. And even then, that is saying that with all the rather nasty shit that happened in some of the more recent Pokemon games. I mean, I think that Pokemon Sun and Moon are probably some of the best games in the series, and that gets a little bit, ooh. And then they got rid of all of that for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because of course they did. Yes, of course, the ever-popular strategy of spread your damage out, because that's what we like to see. I mean, It has its uses, just not with this party, that's for dang sure. And that's a sound effect that's also burned into my memory. Primarily because I'm used to hearing it a lot, because you encounter these snakes, and they use this same move throughout a huge percentage of the Earth Forest after this point. Oh, spoiler alert, there's more to the game than the forest that you get here. Whoops. Excuse the noises. Just taking a couple of drinks. And I swear, Pepsi in cans does not taste very good anymore. I don't know what they did and why it tastes fine in bottles for that matter when it's kind of funky out the can, but you know, it is what it is. I don't pretend to know much of anything, really. I'd be surprised if this barrier survives. Yeah. You get to hear a little bit more of that sound glitch. That classic sound glitch. I've fought so many of this egg party over the last, like, hour, by the way. Excuse me. And there you go, poison in this game is lethal. Very lethal. Grab. Enjoying that blue lobster a little bit too much. Isn't there actually a species of lobsters that's very blue? Or am I wrong about that? There's a couple of species of crab that are pretty blue, I know that. Clearly I need a crustacean expert somewhere in here. What a phrase, crustacean expert. It's a good one, come on. Hey, more money. Even more money. Nice. That's gonna help us pay off some pretty big stuff. Yeah, you can kind of see that getting to here really opens up the game for you a little bit, because you get a huge amount more money from those lovely gems compared to the cute gems. And good God, you need money for everything in this game. Plus, the backpack upgrades are that expensive. Like, yikes. And you really want those backpack upgrades, that way you can facilitate longer dives. Oh, hey, this one's free. Oh, yeah, because I ran into this place by accident one time and had a story battle that you all didn't see. It was kind of bad, actually. It was against Cinnamon. I think she had only 5 beasts, too, and, like, Again, give me just a moment to try and place this. I'm pretty sure that she had the setup that involved repeated uses of Baradia. And, you know, I had a good laugh about that because it's kind of useless, but on the other hand, it is an irritating, grindy fight as a result. Okay, Barren Earth 2. We're going to leave this place right now. Whoop. Out we go. Life, and let's go do our thing here.
Hello.
Hey, a little bit of cash. Reputation we actually don't really need at this point, I don't think, at all. Okay, yeah, we can do a couple of mergers that we don't need to do. Let's take a look at our backups here. And see if anybody can get anything nice going for them. This will be the area we're looking at. Oh, you're still a little too low level to get to a second merge, which is what we really want there, but unfortunately I see we are not going to be allowed to have nice things. So, that said, I'm going to do a quick drop off here. And then a quick pickup of Booker, who is going to be getting an upgrade. Just for reasons of like, hey, then we have it, right? So we go in here, and we do this for our evolution points. I mean, Vritra is a pretty useless spell, all told. But, on the other hand, we just want the evolution points because, goodness knows, we'll probably get reasonably close to another merge once we are done in... once we're done with the Fire Forest, Fire Walking. Because we've got to go do that. Go in storage. Beast Kennel pick up. I've got a Slugger 2 here. This is what I was doing because it will take so long for Slugger to be able to have Baryon, and I think that is probably more important at this juncture once I am able to have that. So I'm going to do this. That should get us some pretty good points. And then Slugger 2 is going back into storage. We pick Handsome back up. We go through a little bit of... Well, we go through all of Firewalking, and we sort of poke our head into Fire Throne a little bit. To see if we can't pick up one very specific Cocoon out of Fire... whatever that place is called. I even just said it. That's kind of embarrassing. In fact, I'm going to pull up the FAQ real quick while I'm doing this. And I'm going to see where it shows up, the one that I'm looking for here. Okay, cool. It does show up in Fire Throne 1, so that's pretty great. That back up, and we are off to the races.
Thank you.
And by the same measure, we are dropping off that egg for now, because I don't really need to hatch that at the moment. I want to keep that. Oh god, yeah, look at how much stuff I have. I'm basically just depositing all my doubles of eggs for the time being, because I'm not 100% sure how many of them I'm going to end up using. I probably should be, like, hatching most of them in mass, but... meh. That's all I got is meh. Alright. Throne room. And let's go. Let's go take on the last boss of the 3rd tier. Oh, hi, you. You're probably not worth much of anything, but you're going to be a lot easier of a fight than the last ones we've been doing, so that's good. At 237 damage, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. And we get another egg. All right. I don't think that's going to be a beast that I use too many of. I like the one that I have, but that's about it. I don't need more than that. Yes, we're back to making garbage money around here because this place is not nearly as deep into the game as the other place we just were. Whoops. Aw, no poison. Darn. Get him, lobster. Give him the clamps. Oh, he gave him the clamps. Hell yeah. Zareen there. I forget what I actually named that goofus. Let's take a look. Cleveland, right. Cleveland is probably going to be our first beast to hit be able to reach its 4th evolution. Pardon me, let me use my word. Just the one. That's all we can afford. The economy is that bad. And Cleveland will do that in only 3 merges, probably. Once I remember to go to the water forest and pick up the appropriate seed, as I believe I can go get the seed beast that has the 4th stage of that beast in, like, Water Forest 2 or something. And if not, there's another option in the early parts of the Water Forest as well. One that might actually almost be better? I mean, that said, the lifesteal spells are pretty great, but... we'll see. We will see. Go. Oh yeah, this way is not. Yeah, that's just back to the beginning. Are we still on the first floor of this place? Yeah, we've got to be, right? Man, this place has me real confused. They definitely made it so that way the fire forest was pretty much the hardest part of the game. They wanted you to suffer in here. That's for damn sure. Oh, that was pretty good damage. Oh, I thought that took it down in one hit. I didn't quite notice because the thing looked like it faded out there. It's I was about to be like, holy shit, that's pretty strong. But no, Desperado hit is not, like, scarily strong. It's decent damage. Again, though, it's still B rank of a... It's still a B rank skill.
Hey, Woo, what kind of town was Nam's hometown?
It was a quiet village, long known for a nomadic lifestyle. But the money of Kikinak and Company is about to destroy that traditional lifestyle. They began to drown in luxury and follow popular fashions. Even Nam grieved. Things change with the passage of time. This is normal. But even things that must not change begin to change. The things that must change, the things that must not change. We must distinguish the two.
Oh boy, a book that's not super useful to me. Hooray! Ah, crud. I thought I could get through after I was like, hey, yeah, I didn't get hit by it at all. I thought I could get through. Nope. No such luck. Sadly, the game was just not having it today. No fun for you, buddy. Alright, on to floor 2. After we spent this much time goofing off here. So there's at least one seed that I haven't gotten here, so we can pick that up at least. And I think there's only the one on floor 3, which I know which one that is. And a couple on floor 4. I'm just doing this inventory mentally to, you know, help myself out here. We don't need that yet. I mean, it feels like it after we got back attacked a minute ago, but on the other hand, that's only, you know, mentally. Hey, you. Story cutscene time.
Incredible! You're always ahead of me. Woo,
He runs
was
pretty
your
damn
village
fast,
a
huh?
Cocoon Master village or something?
Golan is an old village. It once had a Cocoon Master, but the Cocoon Master that protected us abandoned the village and vanished into the forest. The village was soon destroyed. We then began to roam the forests of peril.
Didn't you have anywhere to go?
That is easier said than done. There's no one left who was born and raised in that village. Everyone misses the hometown that they hear of only as a thing of the past. Even if you know it's a lie, you still can't forget. It's like that.
More of this fight. Well, at least we get to go first, and probably just block all their Agnites and then have the barrier break down immediately afterwards. Wow, Slugger has like no mana. That's another problem, is that he lost MP recovery from the last merge, so that means that he's not really going to be as sustainable for a while, so that's another good reason for me to have the secondary in there. To be able to pick up Baryon earlier and to pick up the last version of Agnite once we unlock that, because as I believe you've all probably figured out by now, those generic elemental damage spells have 5 versions of pop. So that last one would probably be pretty good. Hey, just as I say something, there's an MP item for us. I already had one of those too. I didn't even realize I picked one up. I can use both, I guess. Yeah, we may as well fully resupply in that regard and make our way back through more of this place. And the layering on this particular version of this theme is so weird. I wish I'd remember where that healing flower was, but I'm a bit of a fool. Still more of this going on here. Not a lot to report at the moment. This is definitely the part of the game where things get a little bit long. Oh, hello, buddy.
Idiot!
No, you. Especially when we see what skill this thing has. It's not very good. This is our second... It's called Dongle. Great. What a good name. This will be the second of, I believe, only 3 Drac Kalma in the entire game. And it has a move called Limit Break, which sounds impressive, but after a few times of using that, it's going to confuse itself. Like I said, it's the idiot here. You idiot! Wait a second. Wrong thing. It's basically this game's equivalent of Thrash, except way less powerful. Yoink! Grab. Their team is just full of all of the crab people that exist. Crab people. Crab people. Oh, hey, look, there's a dongle walking around. What a strange thing to say. Hey, good work, Poison. Oh boy, a really low tier money item. Ooh, I don't want to touch that. I'm sorry. I'm chickening out on the arena here. I am not strong enough right now, and or do not have enough just energy in general. So that should be the only Kalma that we were missing, is that Drac Kalma. At least from this floor. Ooh, there does seem to be a little bit more of this floor just in general. Pop this open and double check the list here. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing left for us to be hoping for during this floor, at least. Oh, sorry. Should probably go find that healing flower and recharge that mana. First, let's press forward and see that that is a dead end. I hope I didn't do something stupid like missing the key spore in an earlier location. Oh no, I see that there was a fork in the road back here. And the fire forest is way bigger than you'd think, right? I kind of overspec this area a little bit, I think, just in general. Eesh.
I finally found him. So you're the shameless thief.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh boy, what?
Come, prepare yourself.
Hey, look, a fight that we couldn't avoid. There's a lot of those in this location.
All right, let's go.
Is he running a 5-set here?
Now return my cocoon.
Yeah, he sure is, and he's got a very highly aggressive lineup going on there. I got a feeling that every part of this is going to be a little bit rough. Oh, we've got... These guys are reasonably solved, I guess, for...
Ow, that hurts. But I'm not losing.
Well, that was a nice 2 down the middle. That's pretty good. Alright, can we put these dudes to sleep again? No, we can't. And we can't even get the poison. Darn. However, I feel like... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they're gonna be able to hit me. Come on. Don't kid yourselves that much, dudes. Unfortunately, we have to deal with the fact that this barrier has just been completely eradicated. However, one whole member of his party is now completely invalidated. We spread out some good damage here. We're gonna go down the middle at least once. I mean, I'll take 2, but... Yeah, sadly no kills.
Hey, that would hurt. Bet those divine beasts are stubborn.
Your mom. I got nothing really to say to this dude. Why does he think that we stole his... Is he listening to Nam? Is he really that kind of a doofus? Probably is the correct answer there. Alright, they're both asleep, and you're not going for a kill. You're going straight down the middle. That's
Are you
good.
serious? I don't want to lose.
Alright, let's go over here, grab a little more experience. I guess that's probably the best place to go there. I mean, doling out more damage would probably be better, but also, this will be fine. Oh, unfortunately, that's not a useful place to go down the middle. Can we kill the dude on the side? Not quite. Yeah, he's back to guarding his midsection, which is, you know, smart enough. And now you're switching over to Earth. What do you have on the go over here anyway, buddy? You got that. Ooh. Slightly irritating, I suppose. Well, we're never going to have to see Admulia again during this fight, so that's good by itself. Take the easy kill. Hit harder so that way it's actually an easy kill. Crud. Wish I could say I'm disappointed in you, but not quite. I gotta remember he has a defense boost right now. Nice. Alright, can we put this last thing to sleep, please? Yes. That should at least make this completely free. Because, yeah. If somehow Life Snatch doesn't kill him this turn... Yeah, I was gonna say, if somehow... He's gonna die of poison.
I lost. I'm so miserable. Ah, I tracked you down so far. How miserable.
What is this stuff? How can he call me a thief?
Don't you really have it? Naughty, naughty.
Don't give me that. Of course
Nico,
not.
why are you like this? Why are you such an asshole? You know? Although I guess... Again. I don't know what again here, but again, apparently. Well, we managed to get out of that fight. Again, nothing to really do to prep for it, aside from just know the game layout and be aware that it's going to start there. And a fight that you can't do anything about, where the enemy has an instant death spell. Cool! At least it's easier than the wind boss was, I think. Despite the fact that we eventually managed to just hammer that thing to death. Still, that was a pretty rough boss. That was a tough go. Ah, here we go. Get a load of this thing. That for some reason they drop in here. A Sandhawk. First of all, look at them chicken legs. And second of all, Comet Strike. It's pulling out an A tier skill. Thankfully, it's hitting something with very good defense, but why is this in here? Like, the leap up from B to A is pretty big, really. So that just seems a little bit cruel. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but it still seems really nasty. And again, the fact that these things have, like, 450 or so HP, they are total damage, well, not total damage sponges, but they definitely have more of like a mid-boss quality to them than any previous Kalma. Although saying that, we just ripped this thing in half, so it's only gonna get harder from there, though. We're gonna see some much nastier shit in the depths of the Tier 4 forests. But that is the only Kalma that there is to find on this floor. There are no others. There are 2 B ranks on the next floor for us to pick up. If we can.
Hey, it's you. I found you. The kid who stole my divine beast. What's this?
Not using a single one
Hey,
of
wait a
those
second.
Ogs,
I
dude.
didn't steal anything.
Oh, come on, Kahoo. Just give it up. Why don't you give it back?
Don't say anything incriminating. I said I don't have it.
Kahoo? Yikes! The one we're looking for is named Nam. I can't believe it. Look sharp. Hey, sorry.
Hey, that guy Nam. What did he do?
Amazing.
No joke. You ever leave a divine beast at the temple? That Nam scum in cahoots with the Birdman. I'll never forgive him. They stole me and my brother's shoes we left there. Embezzlements. I'm gonna kill them. See them, and you tell me ASAP. Hiya! Let's go! Use your kaye! Hiya! We won't let him escape!
See, this is what we knew was gonna... What we knew was the thing. But also, wow, they really can't see out those masks at all, can't they?
Leading type. Wonder what's up.
Maybe he even abandoned his pride in order to win. Think so? I know he doesn't want to lose, but if so, then could he get the orb first? If you're gonna worry, shouldn't you be worrying about that one first?
I'm sure the orb is on a very small platform that we can just suplex him off of. It'll be fine. It'll be just like Final Fantasy VI or something. Get back attacked. I guess we can take the frontal attack. That is technically a thing. Good God, there's a lot of these out here. They're on like every floor. I'm so glad to be dealing with this party of 3 enemies per round. Ooh. This is an egg that I will accept. I don't know why I keep trying to go around these fights, because you can't do that. That's not how it works, dumbass. And yet here I am, continuing to try and do it. I don't know what what my problem is here, but here we are. This thing seems to be having a bit of a problem. I'm just gonna let you walk in place, buddy. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to try and go around. Can't get any traction. It's just like my dog when we installed hardwood floors. Or, well, flooring. I'm not even sure if any of it's real wood. But since my dog had, reasonably long nails, the dog just trying to get anywhere in the house and any floor of the house just goes skidding across the floor, and it was kind of adorable actually, which seems really terrible to say, and yet here we are. It's funny watching the dog have an issue. Apparently. I love my dogs. But they're very entertaining when they are big goofballs. Oh, hey, that actually did get through the barrier. I was like, wait a second. Can they get through that after seeing how that Comet Strike wasn't actually that scary in that last fight that we saw it in? So maybe I am, again, wildly overestimating these things, but I'd rather do that than... Hooray! And attacked from behind. Fuck. At least for now, these guys are not doing a ton of damage to us, which is good. Although the Solia skill and its more advanced forms are going to eventually become big parts of our repertoire. I'm not too concerned about the damage these dudes can do. I mean, it might get a little bit scary occasionally, but it'll probably be fine. The big problem is just that it's so, well, spread out. Alright, here we are. Last floor of this area. Once we clear this, we can remove ourselves and get filled up. This dude, we got another... Do we have some things to resupply our mana? No, we don't. This area's been really mean to us in that.
Hey there,
Yeah, buddy.
what's up?
Hiya! You seen that guy, Nam?
Nah, not yet.
I never heard of him.
Oh, really?
Come on,
There's
Cocoon,
someone
you
deep
see.
in this forest. You wouldn't forget, right?
Yeah, you're right. He's gonna get it when I find him.
Man, Kahu, come on. I know we've been in here for like 80 hours or something, but come on, you haven't forgotten about Nam. He's a complete piece of garbage. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows it. Anybody who's watched any of the VODs for this probably is very well aware that that guy is a piece of garbage. That is the main thing I want to transmit to you folks. Is that dude is garbage from King Garbage of the Garbage Dynasty. Dynasty, or Dynasty if you're from that one meme. I don't know if any of you know that one, but it was something that was being passed around, probably on Tumblr, a very long time ago, and I know, right, Tumblr, gag, blah, 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 we get it. So it was some dude who was working at a game store, and someone comes in asking him for, and I quote, Dynasty Warriors. And he's just like, what? Because understandably, you know, what does that sound like? And the guy once again goes, Dynasty Warriors. And it just keeps going like that for a bit. Until eventually he finds out, oh, he means Dynasty Warriors. And so, for some reason, the phrase Dynasty Warriors now lives rent-free in my brain forever. In fact, there is a fair chance that that's what I'm going to call this when I post it on YouTube. And hopefully somebody comes along and is like, what the hell are you on? This name. And then I will have to explain to them about Dynasty Warriors, and it will be great. And I will probably miss it by like 5 days and dislike it, so... yeah. Hey, I'll take that. That's pretty good. Pardon me while I am multitasking a little bit through the stream too, by the way, because, yeah. This is definitely the part where things start to get a little grindy with this game. As if you couldn't tell already. I mean, we've had some grindy battles to begin with, but I mean just in terms of like, hey, yeah, these forests are long as fuck. And some of these enemies are pretty awful, like we just saw one of the skellies fly by. Those things are carrying Admulia. I don't want to fight those. They're gross. They're assholes. It's just Woo. He's not going to fight us at this point.
Was your father a beast hunter?
Huh? No.
He was a carpenter.
He was a master carpenter. He was a really strong man.
You don't say. Do you miss him?
Huh? Sorta.
He'd bench press an entire forest worth of logs, couldn't
I
he?
ended up staying so long. But Dad said, don't come back until you're a man.
Indeed. Then you have to do your best.
He gave us an item. I didn't see what it was. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. Alright. Is this our boss? No, this is just a meta mugwort. That doesn't even recover mana, you bastard. That's right, I'm calling a whole forest a bastard. That's right. Oh, here we go. Boss time. Oh yeah, give me them photo filters. As we see through the eyes of this killer wolf thing. Oh wow, it's not even a mecha and we're getting that funky static look. Well, that's weird. Well, this will be the final stage of the thing whose name I already forgot. Avalanche. Yeah, I literally was prepping a little bit, pre-gaming mentally, to be like, hey, yeah, its name is Avalanche, you idiot, and then I forgot. Brilliant! Yeah! Ooh! Damn! That's a strong fire spell. And our defense is down. We are in a very risky position here. But we're just going to have to deal. And we're going to have to fail to put this dude to sleep. Oh, this is going to hurt. Damn. That wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be, but it was still not great. I was expecting that to be like a one-shot for that dude. Unfortunately, we're over here with no mana whatsoever here, so do we have anything useful in this regard? Let's try poisoning him. I don't think it's going to be very good poison, but it's poison. It's damage per turn. And you'll just dodge that attack because of course you will. Fuck me running. 216 damage, eh? Yeah, it's 10 damage a turn poison. It's Garbo. So glad I used that. So that way I can chip this boss down in like 80 turns. I would not be able to last 80 turns against this boss. Or against like any boss in this game, let's be real. It's time to sit here, get a little more heal going. I should then have enough mana to be able to throw up Baradia. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough to then also be able to do both Agnites on fire. But I will still, I'll still do this. This is good, I guess. Yeah, see, we can't do even one of them. Alright, come on. Go for it. Let's get a turn skip on this thing by putting him to sleep. Okay, I think I saw a little bit of the guard status effect pop up there, but I didn't see for sure. Now you can do Solia. And that's going to pierce right through the barrier in one shot. Oof. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. I don't know if I'm still defense down, but we're gonna... Yeah, I still... Surely, because I just got hit by it, like, last turn. No, never mind. I'm stupid, because I threw up the barrier in between Agnites, so yeah. Alright, so here comes this again. Ragu. Barrier. Alright. Now hit him in the junk. Oh, we're almost there. If he dies of poison damage, that'll be hilarious. Come on! Oh, I was hoping that that 10 damage would really do it. But this at least is a strategy. This is a pretty decent strategy, too, of just what I'm doing. And we didn't even have to do it for that long. So, cool! And there we go. Fire Tower unlocked. Greater Patel, Gem, Hellfire. Swallow that Key Spore. Get the fuck out. Completely forget to go try and find those B tier cocoons. Make a note that I have to go get those. Because those ones are decent.
Find something.
Let's sell some items. Get some cash going. And 80, that's pretty good money for that thing if I wanted to get rid of it, which I kind of don't. Oh, man, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Well, I told you I had to sneeze, didn't I? So let's go check on a couple of things in the Room of Life here real quick.
Harvest it.
Yeah, here, take my tiny amount of pocket change that I'm getting out of this. 600. An additional 60 reputation. What are we looking at from our things here? Well, we can start merging a couple of these. And Cleveland is not ready yet. Sorry, buddy. Slugger 2, Booker not ready. Baxter, however, here we can do that and be disappointed only a little bit in the end results. Actually, I want to check what kind of your stats look like. That's some pretty good wisdom stat there. That's good magic power that we'd have on that dude. Of course, for the time being, we want more of those evolution points. So we are going to forget that we can't really do that right now. Look over here and see... maybe there's something good I could take. No, I would want to do that a little differently. So we're actually just going to drop you back off for now, Baxter, and we will come back to that later. Because first things first, we're gonna go and grab those last couple of skills that we missed. I should try ducking into the Wind Forest until I get some Hide Spores, because those will just let us walk through encounters. Because very little in Fire Forest 3 is going to be of any big use to us right now. And in fact, although we're going to go for anything that's in our path, we're not going to try to stray off too much. We're going to push straight towards where we want to go. Hey, get stuck on something, please. I said get stuck on something. I'm ready to turn around as need be. Alright, I fell asleep. As we walk right into this thing. Cool. Cool and good. Let's just try to push until we get closer to evolution. do want to point out, by the way, that I feel like a bit of an idiot for having pulled immediately from 4 after beating the boss. The heal and everything was important because, you know, it's this place, but still. It was right there. Come on, me. Don't be so dumb. Oh, you're asking a lot if you're asking me to not be dumb. Oh boy, well that's just an unfortunate thing that I read in between turns there. Unfortunately, there's no real way for me to speed those turns up, otherwise I would, like, actually be paying full attention to this, I think, but still. Dude to sleep. You missed me beating the boss of this area and then immediately withdrawing because I forgot to go get either of the 2 Kalma that are available on Firewalking 4. And that would assume that either of them even spawned. But once I do a scan of this area, and goodness knows I'm not going to do many more than that, if 1 or less spawn, basically, I'm going to be giving that up as a thing that I will do off stream. Because otherwise, you know, padding. After I'm done with this dive into firewalking, I will be working on taking that advancement test. And we will then be able to have 7 members in our party. Yeah, they are really big, and this place hurts like hell, so... You know, hopefully it's pretty understandable that I withdrew from this forest, like, immediately, because I wanted to be in a much better health position. Granted, considering what one of them is, it doesn't actually matter how much health I have. It's really more about mana at that point, that one. Oh, the instant death spells. In this game, they are damn strong. Like, I think Admulia's chances of success are actually above 50%. Which, for an instant death spell in any RPG, what the fuck? It might say in the FAQ that I have open in my browser, so I will take just a moment to look that up. Oh, pardon me, it's only 33% chance. I was wrong, but that is still decent for an RPG. That definitely sounds like it's a damn sight better than most Final Fantasy games. That's better than the base accuracy for one-hit kills in Pokemon.
Yikes! Oh, it's just you guys.
What are you scared of?
that? Don't make it into a scandal. I paid my money fair and square.
But you do know about the embezzled divine beasts.
You got me. Those Chew guys are looking for you, Nam. You okay? Kahu, you're so tedious. It don't concern me. I said it's not me.
Yeah, okay, Shaggy, we get it. It wasn't me. Uh-huh, let's see that line of reasoning work. Alright, here we are. Firewalking 4. We are looking for 2 targets. One's a Coup mask, one's an Og mask. And we don't really need to get into a whole lot of the fights on this part of the floor. Oh, but we'll take an egg. Especially if I just walk into it like that. Whoops. Alright, we need fast sleep. That would really help. That's one of them, I guess. Ooh! Game, please! Shit on a stick. And our unboosted damage is pretty low. Okay, don't do it again. Come on. That's right. Yeah, these things are really gross. They are incredibly awful. Someone thought this was a good idea, but... You know, shoutouts to them just using those and nothing else. I'm so glad those moves don't get any worse until later in the game when they start dropping the one that hits everybody for the 20% chance of instant death. Oh, I didn't want to get into this fight. Can we just run? Apparently not. Time to sit here and get bombarded, because... yeah. Honestly, attempting to escape is probably not something I should ever bother with, because... yeah, great. I'm so happy right now. Just let me leave the goddamn fight, okay? Come on. Four in a row. This is just not something you should have to deal with ever, really. Like, wow. Seriously? You're gonna keep holding me back here 5 times? What are the odds of escape anyway? And, like, does anything affect them? It took me 6 tries to run away from this fight. Ew. I clearly could have used my time a lot better there. And I have no real healing items, so I guess I have to switch to water, like, right off the bat in the next fight. Oh, look who it is. Well, this thing is going to have a lot of mana. It's going to be sitting there bombing me in the face with instant death, isn't it? Because of the massive mana pool on these mobs. Life Snatch is not going to do good work trying to remove this thing's MP. Although it seemed to be spending a pretty good chunk there with its spell at least. So there's that. I'll give it points for that. Keep slapping it in the face for a moment. Hey, nice! I didn't know I was protected from that on... Well, then again, it's clearly not perfect protection because he got insta-killed earlier. That's good. Did we get the poison? We did not get the poison. We did get some good damage there, though, so points for that at least. Alright. 1 out of 2, and we didn't get insta-killed by like any of that thing's 8 or so shots that it used of that. So that's pretty good. If we can just get the other one here, that would be great. We would not have to come back to this at any point. You again.
Oh my, I'm getting old.
Huh. You don't look old to me at all.
People forget their age if they are alone. I was busy for so long with formations and divine beasts, I thought of nothing else. But lately, I see you and Nan around. I am thankful. I'm getting too old. I must be frank about knowing when to give up.
Woo.
Oh hey, a lower level confusion book. I don't think I've seen one of those before.
Nico, don't you age?
Of course not. I'm a fairy after all. I'm always this cute.
Huh. So you're gonna be like that forever?
Yeah, that sounds about right. What do we got in here? Anything? No. Alright, so we didn't find the last B rank, which means that I'll be doing that off stream. Let's go ahead and let's push into Fire Tower 1 a little bit, in the hope of finding the, one of the seeds here, and of course get ambushed by this thing, which is now really strong. And the only way to get away from it would be to just escape the area entirely. Alright, we got 190 HP, that's actually pretty good, so never mind, the AoE attacks from these are not going to be lethal. In fact, honestly, we can just clear these out the normal way, I think. Yeah, so this is a spell that I would really want, Soldona, but you have to go down to level 3 of this forest in order to pick it up. So that's going to be a little bit before we get to that. Nice. Of course, we're also taking a bit of a risk because this is the Fire Forest, and fights that cannot be avoided in terms of Beast Hunter battles are out in force.
Come on.
And this should be our target. And then we can leave. Yeah, here we go. Gyraluza. This is what we're looking for because it pulls this out. That's pretty cool animation. I like that a lot. See, not too bad. This is one of the things with these fire setups is that the fire battles suffer when it's singular enemies because they just can't DPS you enough once you get to this point. So we withdraw, and we hand that in. Actually, before we do that, before we hand that in, we just go down to the arena, and let's go take that advancement test. Because I think... Yeah, I think we're in a good enough position to do this now. Let's roll. Alright. Takes a reputation of 855, as we definitely have at this point. Alright, so we're going to be seeing some pretty unusually shaped lineups, I think. And yeah, they're all bringing some really powerful skills here. Everybody is busting out the A rank moves. But what we have is pure, raw damage on our side to be able to rip through some of these walls pretty effectively. Unfortunately, he's using the one that steals mana too, so our fire side definitely did not get the nice end of that. That was a little grody. Although I'll take landing poison on a water type. Fuck. Alright, this might hurt a decent shot. Yeah, especially with that targeting. Please don't be lethal is all I can say. Oh, they're spreading their damage out like idiots, so that's cool. Alright, let's do this. Oh no! Blindness for the thing that's not going to do much physical damage anyway, even if it lands a hit. That's okay. That's a thing that happens once in a while. Alright, so this should clear out this dude's entire front line. And by front line, I mean the water side, because that is You're de facto front line now, buddy. Or that can happen in terms of target selection. That was a little weird. Don't know why you would do that when you could do anything else, but I refuse to judge, I guess. Let's sit here and heal, because we should be getting some more mana back on old green boy over there. The crab. Because that'll help us prep for the next fight, because I think we can just stick with like this corner or so of things for a little bit. Granted, fuck, dude. Really not landing like any hits. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so we should be able to land poison here, hopefully, or at least do really good damage with poison mist. It's not quite a kill, but it hits pretty hard. Alright, this will clear out wind. We won't even have to switch to earth for the buffs. Let's do a little more of this. Ouch, that's going to be painful. Yeah, 74 damage. That's not so nice. However, we can just land some nice hard hits here. Aim down the middle. Yes, that's better. Although, wow, I'm surprised that our lobster is that much softer than the other one. But you can see that somebody's completely out of mana already. Wow, and going straight down the middle. That's unusual. Ouch! Good lord. Somebody really doesn't want me to have fun. Yeah, my whole water side's mana is depleted now. So this is a part... We're starting to come up to the point where our previous strategies are going to be a little bit not as good as they used to be. Like, they'll get the job done and everything, but we have to mix it up a little bit, I think, and just get stronger. But that's something that'll come soon enough. There isn't another one of these battle... Oh, buddy, you have fully evolved everything. Also, we can still outperform your literal jet aircraft in terms of speed. That's pretty great. And you're busting out the strongest sleep spell in the game right after I throw up a barrier that protects me from taking damage, which is going to stop me from waking up. Ugh. Getting hit by these is kind of a pain. Yes! Good! Alright, turn around. Unfortunately, we're about to get put to sleep immediately afterwards. This is just so irritating. You could aim for somebody a little better, buddy. Sheesh! This lineup. Just fully healed. You gross motherfucker. At least you don't have MP restoring spells, I guess. So we can try to grind this out. Alright, so here we go. This is where our barrier is gonna get knocked down immediately, basically. Oh well, if it takes you both hits, that's not bad for me. Excuse me. You know, I can just sit here for a while if necessary. And you just set up and you can run out of mana. Boy, I wish I had my attack buff right now, but nope. Somebody's been asleep the entire battle. Sleep in this game is so obnoxious. Like, it can get pretty bad in a lot of RPGs. This is probably the one that I've seen where it's the absolute worst. Okay, you're out of mana now. That's good. So I guess we'll just sit here for a bit until such time as things improve. Wake someone up without killing them. Unfortunately, that is still way too much damage for me to be taking at this point. This is just so damn hard. Yeah, this is not great. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he's getting back up to being able to actually start casting sleep spells again, which sucks because I don't want him to be able to do that. Yeah, this is just really horrendous. Alright, come on. Aim to the other side. There we go. That's right. Wake me up. Run yourself out of fucking mana already, you piece of shit. Ugh. This is so bad. I probably need to just switch to a far more aggressive setup, but unfortunately, this is also reminding me, hey, I can't switch between battles. Yes, that thing's dead! Yes, we never have to think about that ever again. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Ugh. Alright, now aim down the middle and spread more poison. Fudge. That's okay. Alright, put the mushroom to sleep at bare minimum, because we are definitely not putting the damn frog to sleep at this point. Alright, well, we got some poison going at least, so things are looking a little bit more not bad for us, basically. Unfortunately, there's only some... Yeah, we have the durability at least, even on some of our softer party members, which is pretty good. And up to a point, us not having any 3-member sides, although, again, this idiot needs to wake the fuck up. Us not having any 3-member sides means that it's a little easier for us to regenerate mana across the board, which is going to give us an advantage in being able to just sort of plink this fight down. I know that this sort of lineup doesn't look like it's something that's very plinkable, but we're doing some good work here. I mean, look at that. We've rendered Ginugon unable to heal. So I think this dude's going to be changing sides pretty soon. Oh boy, here comes the hurt, because 3 of these, he's going to be dropping 3 dash attacks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we're going to barrier up and probably only be able to block 1, actually, but still. Or you can just do that. Like an asshole. But my god, those mushrooms have a lot of MP. I gotta give points there. That's pretty impressive. The extent to which the healer is holding up his end of the bargain better than the Ginugon is, who should probably have more mana. And yet, here we are. Yeah, I went for a more flexible plan with this just in general because you can see that the utility is coming in handy. The ability to do a little bit of everything. We've got disruption, we've got damage, we have a lot. We have, like I said, we have a little bit of everything going for us. Alright, so let's stay over here. Can we eliminate the mushroom first? And we can do some good damage to the frog. Unfortunately, that's all going to get erased, so that's not quite the ideal turn that we would like to see here, but we're going to tear up these resources a little bit. Yeah, see, the entire water side has, like, no mana whatsoever. So somebody's not going to be doing that for at least a little bit. Or I guess you can just stay there. Alright. Let's get some sleep going here. Oh, we didn't quite knock out the entire sideline there, but we're doing good enough work, I think. Yeah, you go ahead and switch to fire. We should be able to put at least one of these goofers... About to say both Goofus and Goober at the same time. That's some good use of words. Yeah! Get a load of this. We are doing pretty good. Yeah, it's a very rare animation to see because, of course, both variants of that are magic-oriented, and it usually has a great mana pool, which is why I'm so befuddled by the one in this fight, that it's just like, actually... Alright, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, I told you that was gonna hurt. Okay, I was gonna say, just put the mushroom to sleep and go down the middle, but I forgot. That frog is not going to sleep. Not without a lot of luck and or elbow grease on my side. And also, you know, taking out the mushroom with non-poison damage is fine too. We are barriered back up. And we should be able to do some pretty good damage here. I don't know that it's going to be a killing turn, but we're going to get darn close at least. Yeah, it's not quite there. And this is a bit of a problem because you can tell that one of my guys is out of mana because he's been pulling a lot of weight. It's almost like he's the best member of the party right now. I wonder if that's true. Can we do enough damage to erase this? Then again, he's out of mana. I'm a fool. Of course we can do enough damage to erase it then. Duh. Let's go over here. Yeah, that... I mean, I got hit by one that was even harder earlier in the fight. I took like 220 damage from one. That was some scary shit. And I'm staying in for a dash, even though that's a high-risk maneuver. Especially since Aristotle seems to have forgotten how to put people to sleep. Never mind, no risk whatsoever. It's completely free. Because those Winkus just do not give a shit. They will never get hit by anything unless you force them to be. was definitely a very good addition to our party. I cannot overemphasize just how much that thing whips the llama's ass. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, now you. Oh, this monster is such a jerk. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, about that I can't put people to sleep thing anymore. I'll just put the thing that's almost immune to it to sleep when it doesn't matter. Alright, on to battle 3. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, Jesus. That is going to be brutal. Yeah, that's going down in one hit no matter what. 52, 47. That is not going to be... That's not numbers we're going to see for the rest of this fight, that's for sure. Can we get some kills real fast? Unfortunately, the answer to that is going to be no, because I know that Goofus over there is going to... Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Miss, miss, miss! Fuck! Damn it! This is a fight where I would want to have a setup that is more Earth-aligned, because they would be able to deal with this better. Or alternately, if I could actually land some fucking sleep, would be nice. Ouch! However, this guy... This is pretty close to what Nam is using, actually. Not 100%, but very close, because Nam is using 7 beasts, and he's using all Ogs. This guy, I saw something else on his Earth side. Oh, right, it was... He had the 2 Ellas on Earth. So whatever else he's got going on, this is pretty much what Nam uses at the orb location. But not 100%. Alright, now, buddy, I need you to start putting people to sleep again. Unfortunately, this is not safe to stay in on with that. Alright, set this up. I guess we sit here and we just kill clock for a moment while we let this guy drain mana. I mean, the other option is that we turn to fire and we just sandbag a few shields. In fact, let's do that. I'm probably going to lose 1, maybe even 2 shields here, but that thing is dead at the end of this turn. It's a very reasonable exchange. Because only 1 shield matters. The last one. Otherwise, they're a resource to be used. Although there's some enemies that can sneak them out from under you, and that's bullshit. We haven't seen the skewer attack yet, but that thing is hot garbage. That is just kind of the nastiest thing in the game. Like, somebody decided that that was fair and balanced, but they were wrong. Yes! You're using really terrible strategies, dude. You are relying on the fact that you can hit me harder. 81 damage. That hurts, but on the other hand, it's still kind of a whatever moment. Yeah, see, this guy has no way to outlast me. I'll just beat him on matters of staying alive for longer. Although, of course, you can also do this because he's a tool, but what do you expect? His fireside is completely dead. So at this point, I don't even think he has damage aside from regular attacks. And that makes my life a lot easier. Oh, if we could just land poison, that would have been pretty great. I'm pretty sure this is just mash X to win now. Yeah, because you're just going to use Ramakite, aren't you? Oh no, I can't do damage to enemies that are poisoned! Wow, I'm turning really obnoxious here. I think I've earned the right to that one, though. Yeah, this is over. This is Mash X to win now. In fact, I think the defense buff is worn off. Yeah, judging by that damage, I would say so. Oh, yeah. That was a scary-looking fight at the start, but it's over. It's over. I've got my 7th slot. We are in a great place. That was... I did that in a really stupid way, but it worked. That was well earned. Oh boy. Good lord. Let's get these handed in real quick. Alright. So now we can do some merging. And check it out. We've got kind of a star pattern going on here. Alright, so Avalanche, of course, is going to be grabbing that Agni Agna. It's going to make a nice little addition there. That's right, there's our DPS machine, at least for now. Alright, so what else can we do at the moment? I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to be waiting on all of these, and I'm going to be picking up the next skills for each of them, and that will be what we do. It's okay, take your time if you need to. Alright, so Baxter, we're going to feed you another skill real quick. And that skill is going to just be to get us some more Evo points, because goodness knows we want to get that evolution meter up pretty fast. There is a notable issue when it comes to merging these instant death spell Augs, in that the final tier of them has an ability that makes them unable to evolve whatsoever. So you want to merge that on first, which means that probably I should have just waited to hatch this thing until the post-game, but we may yet get a chance to use it once I give it another slightly more interesting skill. Because on the other hand, while 33% is quite good for an instant death spell, that doesn't sound like something I want to rely on. I've played enough RPGs to know that the RNG will get you if you let it. If you lean on it too much, you're gonna get shafted in the end. So how about we put the Mothmanti here, and what is your... What's your evolution meter look like, Chief? 2 over... So this, I do not believe, is what I actually want to use right now, but it will be a reasonable stopgap until I get what I am interested in together. And sometimes just putting together a stopgap until you get what you actually want is the way to go about it. It's better than nothing. Let's give you a random name now. I think we had a Hugo already, so... We definitely had a Blake. Spike actually works quite nicely, so... Alright, this'll do for now. We got a pretty interesting setup going on where we have very few fire beasts, which is a bit unusual for me, because I usually am like... Wind is the one that I don't want to stick with too much, because there's good replacements in fire. There's some alright choices in water. Whatever. We've got a good start for now. Let's go poke into a couple floors of the water forest in order to upgrade our water side's attacker. I think we want to get to floor 2. Time to scroll back up this list. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. And find out for sure. Okay, yes, it is indeed in Water Return 2. I have mentally, like, a lot of parts of the map of this area mapped out in my head, because I spent a lot of time in here during my first run through of the game when I was younger, because it is very easy experience. Oh, would you look at that? That's a cool thing we'd like to get the seed for eventually. But for now... do some of this. Fortunately, we're going to be seeing double heals here, so... Oh no, we only saw the one. Never mind. I was expecting to be far more irritated, I guess. Put it that way. Alright, so there's some stuff to get in floor 1 of this place, but more importantly, we need to get to floor 2. In order to pick up Slug-a-Lanth. Yeah, because there's Goralhorn here. Which is the source of the second tier Selam spell, which is a pretty good healing spell. We may actually end up feeding that to one member of our party or more for purposes of being able to remove status effects. Its main downside, of course, is that it doesn't heal a lot of HP. Also, yeah, this is a good reason to come down here, is because you get the healing items that fill up all of your HP or MP, depending on which one you're using. Alright, this thing wants to turn around. That'd be great. That's right, buddy. You don't want to... Maybe you do. I just want back attacks. Come on. Let me go first. And then I approached it at terrible angles, so it was not to be anyway. Darn. Yeah, that's the thing, is that we very much need and want that status effect removal for the Forest of Darkness area after we finish all the 4 regular forests and we beat the Kalmakahu. And also, they're pretty important for a lot of the Wind Forest Kalma fights, because they will definitely help out against things like the Confused Bastard. That thing, oh my god, that thing hits like a truck. And its confusion can absolutely ruin you. So, we would love to have that going for us. Alright, real quick. Are you at max evolution points? Yes. So that's going to be our first Stage 4 beast in total, I think. Meanwhile, this dude is going to be our fastest in getting there. Slugger is going to end up being the slowest, but I do have a second of that beast getting put together for when I just need the skills.
Huh? What's up, son? Welcome. Oh yeah, did you know this? Recovery spells recover more as the divine beast using them grows. Bet you didn't know that. Even I didn't know it until just recently.
That's how
silly.
stats work. Come on, of course.
How could I be a Nas beast hunter like that?
Yow, this guy's completely gone. Maybe the forest poison.
Forest poison? Me? Of course not. You guys are terrible. I'm still fine. I'm going to the next forest. Why don't you guys come along?
We'll be there eventually.
Take a good look. It's rough being an adult.
Yep, lots of things are rough.
That's certainly not wrong. Fortunately, that is not story advancement, so... Yeah, I mentioned that... Did I mention that last week or the week before? Either way, yeah, you can definitely really see it. I was like, oh, wow. That makes a weird amount of sense once I noticed it, and then I realized, oh yeah, most of the Nas are actually like actual fish, and... Because clearly I thought it was some sort of crab claw thing at first, but that's stupid. Garas are where the crustaceans hang out. So this will be... This is going to be the A-tier version of the volley skill. But we're carrying Baradia now. That should not break through it in one hit. So at least we've got that going for us. Nice, quick one turn, well, one turn of attacks, really. One round of attacks. Validide does a lot of damage with good casters, it's true. Actually, I'm really noticing just how good a lot of the water attacks are in general. But as I've alluded to before, we will definitely be seeing a lot more of those in the future. That last spot is probably going to end up... We're probably going to end up with at least one attacker on water and... Well, I don't know if we're going to do one attacker, two healers, or two attackers, one healer. Excuse me. It's always a tough call because that's a lot of functionality in general that is very tough to split up like that. Because it's like, okay, I really don't need Medinite except for raw numbers, but you know, Selamnite and Tishalite, those are both good choices. That's HP, status, and MP. And then I can give up the spot that I usually get to Anandia for...
Roggle, did you get your slimy?
Huh? Sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, that will not do. You must study. Did you get your wonderful slimies? Oh well, Slither. Oh, Kahu, might you be a slimer? Or perhaps a slitherer? But I am a wriggler, so I could never have lunch with you, Kahu.
I really
Is this guy
can't
okay?
follow you at all. Sorry. See you later.
Crud, I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, way back when, what I did with water is I was always like, oh yeah, that's gotta be the healing side. So I used Medinite at the time because Selamnite wasn't available. But here's something pretty similar. So I used that. I used Anandia, which is the revival spell, and I used Tishalite after I had something strong enough to actually be able to use that and get a refund. That took a bit of a while. But I could probably get away without having all of those, but it is a little bit of a, like, which ones do you choose? And obviously this is going to be a good choice. That number actually looks probably about what I get right now with Medina, so double points there, I guess. And speaking of double points, here's some double crits for you. That is a lot of status effects we managed to pile in one turn. Would you look at that? Getting an evolution on that bug already. Look at that thing and its gigantic fucking red eyes. Yeesh. 274. Oh yeah, that's good. Avalanche there is going to be pretty damn strong once we hit that 4th stage. We are going to do good work. That is for sure. Shout outs, by the way, to getting both cocoons, like, immediately here. Whereas in every other forest, I'm just struggling, basically, to get all of them. Alright, so here we are in Water Return 2. We're going to make an attempt to try and track down this thing just immediately, apparently. We're just going to stumble into it. And here we are, Sluggalanth. This is the one I was looking for. That shading is making it look really red, but it's definitely not that red. It's very blue, a little bit purple, actually, if I recall correctly. That's what we wanted to feed to our rock lobster right there in the middle. So I think now that we've got this, I'm actually going to withdraw, like, immediately and just start feeding some skills to people. I feel having Selamnus is more important than having Ad Slanet right now. So that is probably what's gonna... That's probably how that's gonna shake out. And I'm going to look at Aristotle's evolution meter and do a little bit of math once I go to do that and see if we can get that 4th stage in 4 merges, or if Old Chief there is going to be a 5 merger for a final stage, which would be a bit of a pain, but what can you do? Alright, let's take a look here. So we get some cursor in the shot here. 1, 2, 3 for Selamnus, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll be able to get a final evolution in 4 merges, which is pretty solid. That's about the speed that you usually get them at. Time for a withdrawal, and we go hand in our recent acquisitions. And admittedly, for the rest of the stream, I am not going to go super deep into a lot of these forests. We're just gonna, you know, do some surface layer stuff here, basically. As we work to pick up more of these abilities and everything that we want to put to use. And there we are. Aristotle, you need some of this in your life. Plus vitality up too. I'll take that. I enjoy getting more defense on my team. Squad can use some buffs. Because goodness knows, this thing is made of paper. And while we're here, I'll take a quick check at the rest of our stuff. All right. Do a check here. All right, Baxter is level 4. That, of course, is going to be a bit. Slugger 2, not a high enough level yet. Booker is 13. This is one that I'm probably going to end up using afterwards. I could use a better physical attack in fire, though. That's for sure. Alright, let's go back to the throne room. And let's go poke our head into wind for a moment here. And see what we can get on the go. Oh, hey, look. That will probably be the upgrade of that thing we just saw walking around there. Yeah, the blade drag. Look at the way this thing looks. I mean, yes, this is just straight up a Digimon design, but also I love this thing even so. And big stupid arm blades. Seguriana, that is an unfortunate skill to get hit by because that's going to reduce our attack. However, Regalia, pardon me, should help make things a little bit less sucky there. Yeah, the mixed plant is literally in the second Ogre Vine over. It is the easiest one to get to. This is where we're going to start getting all of our rare eggs once we are making that a concern of ours. Which, granted, that'll probably be a little bit, but still. Just walked right into this thing, but it's not really a hard fight. I mean, it might be a little annoying because you get your attack reduced, but meh, this is not a hard enemy. Not a hard enemy group. Alright, so let's show these skills off real quick. And again, we've seen lifesteal before, but you know, do it anyway. Yeah, those numbers are a lot less impressive coming from me, but they should be on their way up pretty soon. After an evolution or two. Nice. Nice work, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, so here we are. This is where our mixer plant is. This is where we can get our high-level eggs, or, well, rare eggs, rather. High level is kind of true, I guess, because once we get deep enough into certain locations, they're way more important. So it's almost a fitting description. Ooh, got a little bit of slowdown there, it sounded like. Unfortunately, only one member of our party is awake right now. Well, on this side, at least. Oh, you guys are gonna need a lot more than that to get through that barrier. Come on. From what I'm led to understand, you get them from the mix plants. But, again, I don't 100% know just yet because I haven't gotten to that point. We'll find out together, I suppose. As a group. That said, the main thing that I know for sure about eggs and them being in the mixer plant is that the Drakich egg is in the mixer plant, the water Drak. The one that you otherwise could only get one of in the entire game has been added properly to the mixer plant. Unfortunately, I don't have one to show for that, but we'll get there eventually. I believe once we do the last shop quest, we gain access to Inferno books, which are a high enough tier to give us a chance to get those. So if that is indeed correct, I'll be showing that off sooner rather than later, I guess. i.e. probably the next time I stream this. Yeah, it was a very strange thing that was not added to the list, so I believe the general assumption is that that was a mistake, that you couldn't get the Drak egg. The Kalma eggs, that might be a little bit of an addition that was decided upon by the folks who worked on the patch. They were just like, hey, we actually can do this, which, again, goodness, I would like to know how to modify this game and stuff so that way I could do couple little things of my own. And, you know, retool a couple of minor things, but one of these days we'll look into it. And, yeah. We've got a group of 6 going on with this guy.
Don't pull any punches!
Look close. This is how you use divine beasts.
I can say I see my mana pool disappearing this turn, but no, he's switching over to just using Dark Crash spam. Which, again, doesn't really matter on this side of the field. Or much of my board in general, although we do have more physical attackers now. We have 3 kicking around to 2 damage spells. So, it could be a thing that comes up. Oh, goodness, this guy is fast moving. Oh, wow, aiming for the center this time. Good job. Nice. That's a lot of shields removed in one turn, all told.
Let's go soon. Now I'm getting serious.
Alright. We are faster than that wind side now, thank goodness. Oh, the bird that's awake is dead this turn.
I can't stand it.
That's a lot of damage, but yeah, nothing to worry about. So we go over here. Ooh, gross! The double psycho attacks. Ooh. You're a nasty boy. We're about to see triple, aren't we? Well, we would if he had the mana. But on the other hand, if you're just gonna sit there and continually spam that against the same target, this may be completely safe for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, okay, we take like 30 damage a turn. Oh, you jackass. He smartened up a little bit. On the other hand, if we can land our actual attacks, I said if we can land our actual attacks. Wow, really? You're able to outspeed? Oh, that thing's not dead because it's getting hit by Psycho Attack instead. Duh. Alright, well, I was going to say no barrier for us, but that's not actually what happened. And honestly, it would have been fine if we didn't have a barrier or whatever. I don't care. I'm pretty sure the corner beast there is dying from poison this turn, or is getting damn close. Yeah. It's just a Scalco, it doesn't have a whole lot of HP. Oh god, are you really just using only B tier stuff and you use Dark Crash because you round up? Yeah, this guy's boned. Excuse the belch a second ago, that was quite an unfortunate noise.
Ouch! Terrible! I can't stand it!
You. I want my medal.
Ouch! Ow, ow, ow! You serious? Really? But my heart is strong. I'll give you this to help forget this battle. Collect a lot of them, and something good might happen, but I can't tell you what. But next time, I'll win.
I think 3 is as high as we can get until we enter the post game. So that's gonna mean no other free rare egg from us, but okay, didn't hear it. Okay, that means that my noise gate filter is going just fine. Although sometimes, you know, little noises will come through. Like, I have a really big water glass on my desk that I usually have filled up that's like 32 ounces or something, and it makes pretty heavy sound when it settles back down on the desk, and that usually gets picked up by it, so that's a bit of a minor concern, but I suppose what can you do? Alright, buddy, if you want to sit down, you do not want to sit down, but we'll deal with this. We're not going to take a lot of damage from physical attacks because these things. Also, we're starting the battle with the bee being pissed off, which is kind of amazing. Yeah, spending basically all of our mana on that side to squeeze out a little bit of healing. And we can do it one more time. This turn might be a little painful. Yeah, those lightning bolts do some good damage. Again, being version 5 of the generic elemental damage spell. They do what they're supposed to do, and they do it pretty well. Nice. Not necessarily the evolution that I want on this side, but it will do just fine. Oh, we don't have our buff anymore, so that's not going to be a guaranteed kill. That's a shame. However, this damage spread means that, yeah, whatever that thing hit was going to get killed, so that's good. We go over here for a bit. Good times. Hey guys. Yep, it's always good.
Oh, Master Kahu, you came at just the right time. Lately, I have been just so excited with meeting Yanu and all, but Master Kahu, I would like to study your tale.
No way, not that.
But don't you want to know the meaning of your tale?
It's tail.
Huh? You mean that tail has some meaning?
Yes, I have studied the literature. One must not speak about things only with conjecture. Please let me see your tale. In return, I shall explain my theory.
Oh well, it won't hurt.
Of course not. That tale is very important. Now look the other way. So this is like this. And that is like that. Yes, exactly as in the ancient books. My theory was not wrong.
Ugh, listening to him, I think I'm gonna have delusions.
Don't!
Alright, so, that's a thing to hear, that's for sure. Unfortunately, Gil, we can't just stick around. We have to go do other things. We have a whole story of this game to deal with, a whole quest to finish that is not all related to the tale. Is the other A-tier Kalma not in here? Did we explore everything in this floor already? Shit, dude. One big thing that I'm going to try to avoid, at least for the foreseeable future, is to... I'm going to try to avoid not showing off... oh, for fuck's sakes. I don't know how to use words right now. Excuse me one second. I'm going to try to make sure that I show off every single of the A and S tier Kalma battles on stream, because they're kind of like mini bosses, as I said before. Or at least they certainly have that feel to them. Although I guess if we're doing this kind of damage to them, maybe it's not that bad, because I'm pretty sure that they, by and large, have like 450 to 500 HP, at least the A tiers. The S ranks might be a little different. That might be a case where we should absolutely show every single one of those. Because I don't remember how beefy those are. I mean, again, if we can do a setup that's an immediate 250 off of just one attacker on turn 2, that is half of its HP gone, plus the rest of the fire lineup doing their thing. So these might now be one turns, at least in wind. So yeah, I guess I'll decide later. Can you move, please? There we go. Unfortunately, we can't sneak past this goofy-looking owl thing. Yeah, that's true. I suppose that this hasn't been the absolute best attempt that I've ever done at showing off everything in a game. There's There is a lot of content that is sneaking under the radar here. Sorry about that. Yeah, 308. Look at that damage. That's pretty insane. Although these things have like 200 health, or probably closer to 220 judging by that, because wow. Yeah, we're tanking those hits pretty good. Ah, darn the miss. Well, we are in the Wind Forest, and as I said before, I'm pretty sure that evasion percentage is tied to speed, and as a result, so is accuracy. So I suppose that is to be expected a little bit. I don't want to deal with it, buddy. This guy and his sleep moves. I don't want to even think about that. Eh, fair enough. I'll actually skip this because we can get those eggs for very cheap. That moment where I'm just like, it's not a big deal. Are you, like, literally trapped over here? Can you move at all? Well, I mean, clearly it's moving a little bit, but not by that much. Is a big thing there. Oh yeah, definitely. The wind and fire forests are where the most aggro enemies exist, and definitely, they're definitely set up as the sides that are the most aggressive in general, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but also, ooh. And the things that are really fast over here, good lord, do they just absolutely book it. Nice. Starting on involving this fellow. Alright, can this have a healing spot? That's good too. I will take the healing plant. That is very nice. Okay, so I guess that, like, this entire map is basically walled behind this location, where we've got this dude on patrol with his stun attacks. However, thankfully, one member of this party is completely immune, pretty much. Keep working this down here. Nice. Over to water. Again, hoping to evolve this dude. Birds. Birds in video games, man. Hey, it's a bug guy.
much different from myself up until yesterday. I can win if I follow the book. Come on, let's have a match.
Hey, let's go for it.
Okay, here goes.
This guy only got a
Now,
party
we
of
can't
5.
be standing around here all day.
Yeah, only a party of 5. Oh, 3 poison mists. We are sure to get hit by that. Yeah. Damn, he's fast. I was gonna say, just don't kill anybody, but Moth Mantis is going after the wrong target here. And just trying to pile the damage on the single one who's in really good condition. At least defensively. I could have removed that entire front line
What are you gonna do?
in one turn, but unfortunately it was not to be. Oh wow, putting stroke chance on that beast of all things, that seems a little strange. Hey, hey! Yeah, another crab on the go here. No time to be crabby. Well, actually, I take that back. This is apparently this is a pretty good time for that. Give him the clamps. Someone having a coughing fit in the other room. Missed! Dang it! Dang it, Bobby. Oh! Well, that was a surprise! First of all, because this thing usually uses magic, and second of all, that was a big fucking hit for a skill hold off of that beast. Yeesh! 145, even as a crit.
You're bullying me. See, this is a social problem.
Holy crud, man. Well, I guess we're spending a little more mana here. I want to Peach. I know Peach.
This is not over. This is just the beginning.
I gotta admit, everything sounds more hilarious coming from the bug dude because that voice work is A+. I love it a lot. I loves it. I needs it.
Ouch! Ow! Ow! I'm scared. My whole body is swollen. Ow! Leave me alone. I'll give you this.
Alright, this should be our 3rd bug medal. Yeah.
This is good. Keep it and good things may happen. Please, leave me alone.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Sheesh.
We're in trouble. That's a bullying scene. Can we sell this game?
But he was the one who started it.
Actually, I don't know if you've heard of this one game, Nico. It's called Bully. Actually, there was a lot of controversy surrounding that game, too, but I'm pretty sure that was another Rockstar game, like pretty much everything Rockstar has ever done. At least, while they were Rockstar, they used to be... Well, okay, that's not 100% true. So, not all of Rockstar was originally the company DMA Design, who originally made the Lemmings series of all things. But the part of Rockstar North Studios, who did they did literally all of the Grand Theft Auto games, actually, used to be the company that made Lemmings. So that's a bit of an interesting piece of gaming history for you. So I don't think that group was involved with Bully, but I believe a different Rockstar studio was. And yeah, no surprises there that a Rockstar game would piss a lot of people off, because that's just sort of what they did. At least once you started getting into the late 90s. However, that is a very strange digression. I'm in here looking for the other Wind Coup Kalma to round out our little dive here. And get our buddy in the middle of Wind his new skill. That's not the one I was looking for, but I'll take it anyway. Close enough, actually, all considered. And that had the least distortion out of any of the Kalma voices thus far, so... Points, buddy! You're almost getting it! Alright, so I think that this will end in just a single turn here, right? Yeah, 172 off that Agnite. Yeah, that should lower its HP enough for Stroke Chance to take it down. Checking over here. Is there anything that's a little easier to access? I mean, I don't see why we can't get into the fights, just... I guess I'm trying to dodge them a little bit. Oh, I thought I avoided that. Unfortunately, I walked into its back wing, so I was not approaching the arc properly. Crud. Can we get some sleep going here? Nah, we're not gonna go first, that's for sure. Yes, spread the damage out, that's better. And we put all three of them to sleep. And we should be getting at least one kill. Nice. Alright, turn to water. Let's heal. Get rid of that blind that doesn't actually affect us. Land a pretty strong lifesteal there. That's pretty good. And now let's end this. Oh, not quite enough damage to end it yet. That's a shame. This'll do it, though. That's for sure. Alright, you have yourself some good rest. What did that beast book do? That's kind of like some funky translation. There it is. Puts enemy to deeper sleep. Alright, let's go ahead and use that hide spore and let that help us sneak around a little bit here. At least for a moment.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? Seen any Kalma?
Oh, it's another fight.
Oh, there you are. I spy a Kalma. I'm gonna catch him.
Okay, here goes.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, is this a whole 7-unit team? Ooh. I'm displeased with this, that's for sure. Ouch. Don't give him the buff. Don't give him the buff. Don't give him the buff. Fuck! Oh, God! Why? You idiot! You confused jackass snake. Ugh. Alright. Well, thankfully you switched to the side that was more vulnerable to sleep. That's good. Booga 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 indeed. Hello there, Fire Drake. How is it going? Oh, that's not so great. That's not what I would like to see at all. Hey, but our confusion is over. Nice and fast. Oh, good damage spread, you doofuses. Alright, well, with their attack buff... Oh, I was about to say, they're just gonna break through that instantly, aren't they? Amazingly enough, no. Oh, God, we have... Fucked off from work about 15 minutes ago. Busted compy. My computer is okay. Are you confusing that with somebody else? Oh... But... Again with that. Oh, this confusion is... These status effects are pretty miserable. I've gotta say that. The game is just not giving me the time of day here. It does not want me to succeed for some reason. Gee, I wonder what that could be. It's almost like this game is really, really rude. Oh, no! I was playing Half-Life 2. My computer was not broken. It was a glitch that I ran into in the game. Where was it? Yeah, it was the bridge out by the highway level. And so that is... Apparently, for some reason, you can just black screen when you get in there, and it will kick you back out. So I ended up having to basically just throw some console commands in there in order to make it work. It was a little rough, and made me feel really silly. But yeah, my computer is perfectly fine, do not worry. And thank goodness, because I am not in a position to spend money on fixing a computer. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Half-Life 2 is definitely a game with quite a cavalcade of exotic glitches in it, as far as I can tell. It's got some goofy stuff going on. Also, look at this dude using the same spell 3 times. It doesn't layer. That's not how this game works. However, we're gonna still be having a bit of a tough time busting through this defense up. And don't target the one that's poisoned. That's good. Now you have to... Darn. I would have preferred that not happen. The poison damage could have been used to let it die from poison. But no. Oh, now we have to deal with that poisoning issue. Peach. Unfortunately, yeah, the defense down was still... Or defense up, rather, was still an issue, so... Oh, I don't like... I was gonna say, we're gonna go 3 for 3 with this snake being confused and giving the other team the attack up. I would have been incredibly sad. Although I would probably laugh about it later, because, let's be honest. It would be kind of funny. Let me read this real quick. Had one of those Jade Cocoon recordings playing while I was chafing with your fully wireless earbuds in. You flexed your jaw in just the way that caused one earbud to pop out and plop straight into the water. The moment I uttered the words, "That's unfortunate." I shouldn't laugh because, like, that sucks.
Here goes, okay?
I bet that those things are not super cheap to replace or anything. And surely they are not exactly very water resistant. So that actually is very unfortunate, but also it's really funny. Hopefully that was something that you could recover and it didn't kill you financially. Or in any other way, obviously, but as you appear to still be in here and typing in the chat occasionally, I'm pretty sure you're alive. That is something I don't think I have to worry about too much. Okay, so we're in Mash X to win territory. That's nice. That means I can just sit over here and honestly probably not do that because this water team drains its MP pretty heavily. Oh, well, they're okay. That's perfectly fine then. I'm glad that you were able to recover them. And that's another reason why I tend to choose a lot of cheaper electronics myself, because goodness knows there's just some things you cannot prepare for.
You're terrible!
And honestly, I should probably learn how to fix my own stuff a little better too, just for when that sort of thing comes up.
What's that? You bastard! How can you defeat me? Huh? What? Where am I? Squeak? Who are you?
You picked a fight with us, don't you remember?
Huh? A battle? Did you win? Then I'll give you this.
You ever just get into a fight with a drunk furry in the forest?
It's a secret. Squeak, squeak. Farewell. Bye-bye.
Not the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me, I'll tell you that for a reasonable price. Actually, that may be false. That may actually be the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Alright, can I get what I'm after here? Oh, jeez. Glued yourself to the charging contacts. Ugh. Good old electronics repair. Ooh. Getting super glue all over yourself. And all over your thing as well. That is, well, again, hopefully it wasn't painful. Okay, so this part of this branch doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, this area is full of some seriously funky branching paths. Sneak in behind you. There should be one more thing here, right? Please? Minimal skin loss, major pride injury. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fair enough. That sounds quite understandable. Alright, so in here we go. The third floor is not the place we want to be. We are going to escape from this forest right now. Turn to the temple. And we didn't quite get what we were looking for, but we got some stuff, I guess. I should at least go sell off my items before my inventory becomes completely gunked.
Find something?
I don't know about good that I found in the forest, but I definitely found things in the forest, buddy. Gonna hang on to that Inferno book, and we're going to try and do one decent rare egg merge when we go back in there, which we're gonna go back in there real quick, and we're going to attempt to grab a couple of things that we're looking for, and then we're gonna do some end of stream merges if we get it, and yeah. Why not? I'll stretch this out a little bit. I started a few minutes late today. And there is a lot to be done in this game, so yeah. Okay. Nothing in there. I like the nice simple layout of this area. It's easy to grasp, hard to get lost in. And then the next floor shows up. Alright, show me potato salad. Not quite. But I guess I'll take it. Alright, well I walked into this thing's ass. I don't particularly want to fight it. But I guess I have no recourse at that point then. Oh, you can't escape. Well, fine. I guess I'll just have to do this. Fine, game. I see the game you're playing. Kind of. And these things are fast as hell, so of course they can put like our entire team to sleep just immediately, because you know, why not? Why not do that to us? Why not just be jerks, right? That'll clear things out nicely. I know, please don't put my entire front line to sleep again. I mean, one is unfortunate, but it's could be worse. This place is kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it?
No, Yamu, not Tailman. He is Kahu.
He is Tailman. Dr. Gill.
Tailman, the worst superhero ever.
No, not at all.
Chestnut Boy here doesn't exhibit much of that modesty.
It is not modesty. I am vexed when I do not know something. I can't stand being second best.
But, Dr. Gill, you never brag about your knowledge of things.
Gutsman.
That's right.
Yes! I always mean Gutsman. I always mean Gutsman's ass. Da-da! Ooh, that's a nice pickup there.
It doesn't age at all.
Nico, you haven't changed much yourself, right?
So that item is gonna be pretty nice to shove into one of those merge plants. Otherwise, it's, hey, revive a beast with full health, which is good and all, but I've got a better use for it, basically. It's like, hey, give me a more interesting egg, please. Oh. Or the game can just have a very small chance of screwing me on that entirely. Well, that's what I get, I guess. That is a thing that was, like, in the game before, so if anybody's like, oh, is the patch glitched? No, don't worry. Oh, hey, here's one of the two we were looking for before. One of these bug dudes. The Ronga Ronga. This thing looks incredibly silly. I will not disagree with that. Yeah, you keep doing that. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll probably take down the barrier, but that doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that we have enough damage on the board. Yeah, 254, and it took its health down that far. This thing, I'd be surprised if it had much more than 300 health, actually, which is kind of low considering what you usually see out of the A ranks at this point. Is like, you know, usually at least 1.5 times that. Goodness, but I will take a free, easy win no matter what. Right, let's lead this thing over this way. That didn't go far enough over. That's a shame. And we set up first before trying to just burn these jackasses down, because we do need a bit of that. Nice and easy. Alright, so now we go down to the big confusing floor where we are looking for one last target in these big things. That thing doesn't chase us, it just sort of patrols like this. These are some fairly hardy enemies, actually, again, but... Yeah, the regular enemies in the Wind Forest, we're starting to see them have decent HP, but everything else, not very impressive yet. Which, I guess, when you don't have defense, you pile on the HP until you can pretend you have defense. And when you don't heal, then it doesn't matter that it would take you longer to heal with higher HP. And once again, there's a beast with a level max that we haven't seen that very often in this playthrough, but We are seeing it here once again because we have not gained access to the skill that we're after here, which is a pretty big issue. Right. I think we still got a couple more that we can search here. Although every time we don't find it in there, I kind of get a little bit, We're gonna have to keep going. We're gonna have to do this again. It is on this floor, right? Actually, I'm pulling up the FAQ real quick. Not quite sure. Yes. It is indeed on floor 2. And from my experiences with playing around with this hack, that is non-negotiable, actually. And they do not show up on, like, the floor after or anything like that. Again, not quite clearing out this entire front line because, wow, the Wind Forest Beasts actually have good HP. At this floor, anyway. It's pretty weird. Here we go.
Human form.
At the very end of proceedings. Please don't. Aw, darn. Well, we got the attack buff, so that's kind of acceptable. You know, it's not my favorite thing in the world, obviously, but it'll have to do. We should get some pretty good damage going here. Yeah, especially once we put him to sleep. Ouch! That's a big critical. Ouch, 3 beanball salad. Wait, that's... Oh, did we land the poison? No, we're not getting the kill right away. Turn around. Jeez, this guy is pissed, apparently. Look at those crits. And it's dead. Hooray! Yay! We got the thing we were looking for. Yay! Alright. Out we go. empty our inventory. Actually, entirely this time, because you can see we got shafted on our egg merge. So, yeah.
For anything.
Room of Life, let's hand in our cocoons. Get a little bit more cash out of that. Oh, we didn't hand in our stuff from last time, I see. Yay! Now we do our merges. Daredevil, get you the big boost. That stun attack, or stun shot rather is what it's called, not stun attack, is gonna prove pretty good, I think. Damage is nice. The stun effect, I'd rather have a little more variety than just poison and sleep, basically. I mean, stun and sleep is a minor overlap, but also very minor. Especially provided we go faster, which should not be hard to do with this fella. On the other hand, we will deposit Spike, and we're going to do some stuff with the rest of our... We should have some things in here that we can mess around with. Right? Baxter's only level 9. Shh. This thing can get Agni Agna, and it will end up getting Varian later on once we have access to that. So, yeah. Name it. Go back in the box, and we will pick up one last thing here. Alright, we wanted Booker here, and you're going to be our actual physical attacker on fire, I think. Just... Alright, so we turn over here. Yeah, this is one that I've never really put to a ton of use. So this will be a little different. I'm going to do a quick check of some things in the FAQ here. Yeah, so I think we're actually just going to do this, and we're going to just give it stroke chance as our default attack. Our default attacking skill in A. Or in B, rather. Or just in fire in general. Listen, I'm bad at words. Alright, so here we go. We get to add a new member to the party, and that's always nice. I like shuffling things up a little bit here and there to get some more interesting things going. Let's remember to select the correct option here. Formation. Alright, switch these two. And yeah, we've got a little bit of redundancy with the sleep thing, but that puts our wind side as being all about disruption. I actually want to check. Do you have another skill here? No, you literally just have water skills. So, not bad. Alright, that is going to be it for me for tonight. Let's go ahead and save. And we should be at like, what, 22 hours or something? We've been playing this game for a while so far. And we are not even through with this first arc of the game's story. There's a bunch more and then post-game. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot going on.